Good day, everyone. Welcome to another video about anxiety. I'm curious how everybody's doing. I'm wondering, have you taken the time to learn about your body? Now, I've heard a couple different motivational things lately, and I realized that I specifically have not learned to strengthen my emotional muscles. You may be asking, what's an emotional muscle? And that's a good question. I'm going to tell you. The emotional muscles are how to deal with anger, how to deal with depression, how to deal with anxiety, hence why it's on my channel. The emotional muscles are something that we deal with every day. In fact, I was watching a TED Talk the other day, and it was talking about how we get rejected all the time. And it could be as simple as a group of people going for lunch and we not getting that invite. That makes us feel rejected. How do you deal with it? Now, I know that certain people get anxiety about being in large groups, so they may say, nope, that's okay, I'm not going to go. But at least you were invited, right? The other angle that happens more often than I care to count is where one is not invited to something, a lunch date or an outing that night maybe, who knows. So those are a couple different areas in which somebody may feel rejected or feel rejection. It's a part of life. I don't like it. I don't even remember as a kid, I wouldn't talk to certain girls because I was afraid that they wouldn't talk back. I wouldn't ask them out because I was afraid of rejection. Right? Happens all the time. But because we don't deal with it, we don't learn how to build that emotional muscle. Same thing with anxiety. Our first initial reaction, as I've said in a few videos, is the fact that we, as human beings, don't like the feeling we get when we're anxious, when we're in panic mode. So naturally, what we try and do is fight it off. And it feels like we're keeping our head above water, like what it says in the book, Anxiety Free, by Dr. Robert Leahy. We're trying to keep our head above water, when in reality, if we lay back and just let it be, we're going to actually be just fine. It'll pass actually faster. But because and if we don't work on our emotional muscles, we don't learn how to build them, and therefore they actually remain weak. Think of a gym. If you don't work your arm muscles or your leg muscles, your muscles actually go away, right? They diminish. They I guess shrink, for lack of a better term. Same thing with our emotional muscles. If we don't work them constantly, and it's draining, it's tiring, but so is working out at the gym. If we don't build our emotional muscles, learn how to handle rejection, learn how to deal with failure, learn how to deal with anxiety, the muscles won't grow, the emotional muscles. So my challenge to you is, how can you, or I guess my question to you, how can you work on your emotional muscles? First, pick the one that you think you need to work on the most. This is for you. Tell me which one it is if you want. You don't have to. And how are you going to work on that muscle? For me, anxiety's been the one that I want to work on. I want to know how to deal with it, how to manage it, and how I've learned that I'll never get rid of it. So I'm curious, how are you going to work on your emotional muscle? Comment in the field below. Let me know. If I can help in any way, let me know. I'm not a doctor, but I'm going through it too. Anyway, guys, I've started a new blog site. I'll put the link in the notes below. I just started it, so I only have one post on there right now, but I will use this blog, to talk about anxiety, as well as a couple different things as of leadership and personal development. If you want to check it out, sdcodingleadership.wordpress.com. I'll put it in the notes. Feel free to check it out. I'd love to get some replies. Anyway, guys, 5 minutes. I'll leave it there. Talk to you later. Bye.